Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show. Big announcement, and it's part of why we are a little late with the show. The show is moving to Spotify exclusively. Nothing will change about the show. We're going to be exclusive to Spotify for audio and video. They've negotiated a deal with us. It will be coming out in the news very soon, which is really cool. We're negotiating right now with the CEO of Spotify. Bring him up, this guy. And the negotiations have been... his name's Daniel Elk. He's the guy here, and he's like a bald Norwegian pedophile. And we're negotiating with him. And what's hard about doing that is every time we try to do that, he's fucking children and blowing their brains out in Sweden or wherever the hell he lives, and then throwing their lifeless corpses over his Viking ship into the ocean. That being said, this bald person has given us a really good indication that we're going to be on Spotify. Of course, you know, the platform where they rob musicians who are mostly brain dead drug addicts. So we said we don't have a problem with that. We especially like that they're going to keep robbing musicians and taking the little drug money that these people have left. But Daniel Eck, is it Eck or Elk?
It's Eck.
It's Eck. That's part of the negotiation is we pretend not to know his name. But Daniel Eck, who is a Nazi Viking pedophile, the CEO of Spotify, we try to negotiate with him, and we get on all these Zoom meetings, and on every Zoom meeting, and this is true, he's got behind him, he has the Nazi flag, and he has so much cool Nazi memorabilia that's so hard to get.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get the things he has, and they're always displayed behind him. Spotify. But we were surprised at the offer, which is right now, the offer is $18 billion. And we're shocked at that. He says he wants to build a new Epstein Island to train Nazi youth with us. And I'm excited about that. Unvaccinated Nazi youth on a new island. Daniel Eck, is it Eck or Elk? Eck, CEO of Spotify. We have a new deal with Spotify for $1 trillion to launder human trafficking and drug money through our podcast at Spotify. And that's why we were late. We were late because Daniel Eck, the CEO of Spotify, has offered us a deal. So if we can use it, in his words, to awaken people about the problems that the white race are facing. His words, not mine. I said we could try. It's not usually what we do. Spotify CEO Daniel Eck asked us to be on exclusively his platform. Does that excite you at all?
I'm stoked.
I'm very happy to be on it. Did you ever think this day would happen?
Never.
I never thought it would, but I'm kind of happy it did.
Me too.
At Spotify. I like Spotify. I like it. I like that you can't use the app. And I like that the CEO is clearly in some Nazi Viking cult. I mean, can you not see him on a Viking ship?
I could see that, yeah.
Just whipping people. I like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, can I be the first to say thank you to Spotify for all of that money? I hope nothing we've said today will hurt because we're in open negotiations with him. And he told us, he's like, don't mention the pedophile Nazi stuff on air. But it's not, I don't think it's a big deal. But that's why we're late. So I want to Spotify CEO doing big business with us, not fake business, real business. I'm also in the middle of a home renovation in Austin, Texas. I'm not going to give that woman the business today. I've decided.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like the face.
The comment at the end?
The comment at the end ruined it. We went into a family tile place, father and daughter, right? I thought it might have been husband and wife, but it was father-daughter. And we proceeded to look at all the different tiles and the things, because I have to get new tile for my kitchen floor, whether I keep it or rent it or sell it. The tile is bad. We have to get new tile. And I went in and I asked for marble immediately. Why? Because it lets them know that I don't care about them and they don't matter to me. And if they die or people like them die, people like me don't get upset. Do you see what I mean? When natural disasters affect those people, I don't care. That's why I asked for marble up front. Like when I walk in, I go, hey, do you guys have marble here? And she's like, real marble? And I'm like, yeah, real marble. When a tornado blows through your mama house, I don't care about that diabetes-infested bitch. I don't give a fuck, okay? So I said this, so she, and I thought it was a husband and wife, but it was a father-daughter.
I think so, yeah.
Tile business, and we were very nice, and they dissuaded me. They said marble's too expensive, and they're probably right. They're probably right. It's too much. It's too much. And marble tiles for fucking Fruit Loops anyway. You want chunk marble, chunks of it, flown in from Italy, but we can't do that. So they said porcelain, right? And that's good. It's durable. I don't want to put linoleum up. Well, that's probably how they grew up. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because linoleum you can piss and shit on and just throw orange juice on, and it doesn't bother anyone. You can just get on your knees and wipe it out with a rag. But anyway, so I walk in. I got out of the car with you, and we were just trying to, and then I was really hyped about doing business with these people, truly. But then we gave our phone numbers at the end, and why don't you tell them what happened?
So she asked for both of our phone numbers.
That's correct.
Goes, can I give away your area code for the story? I guess I have to, right?
Yes.
The area code was in LA, right?
She said, they said to Ben, what's the area code?
I said 325 blank 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 blank.
Right.
And they go, oh, 325. I go, Abilene, Texas. They go, nice.
Right.
And then they go, what's your number?
They like that. They like the area code of Abilene, Texas, by the way, the people who cannot afford to buy the tile.
And they go, what about you? And you give your number.
And they said, go, what's that? And I went, Beverly Hills. And she went, ugh. She made a face, and I joked around. I said, don't worry, we're voting Republican, but we're throwing around disgusting amounts of money. I said, we're going to throw away and she kind of made a face. But here's and this is why I have to deny the business because of that. Yeah. I really have to deny the business. Here's the other thing. If you work in a family business in the tile thing for your father, the reality is you like sucking his cock. There's no other way to really, if you work in a family business with your dad, you like to suck his cock, or you want to suck his cock. You want to fuck him. You are unable to find a man to then go and build a life with. You want to be near your father, and there's a moment out of every single day when you want to get on your knees and suck the old man off and just say, fuck you, God, and jerk his old sweaty dick into your mouth and swallow his semen. And I find that unnatural. It's not with the laws of nature. So I have to take the business away from these people. Unfortunately, I have to call them early in the morning and tell them that we have there's some family emergency. I didn't like her face, though.
Very over the top.
It was over the top. And you know what? Here's what you're going to have to understand, okay, you dumb hick. People like me and other people from California are going to move in here. Are they going to make your children trans? Of course they are, dummy. But if you had enough money, none of this would happen. You know that capitalism that you people just jerk off all day and you take its cock and you jam it down your throat? Here's what capitalism means, dummy. It means that rich people from California can move into your turd state and do whatever they want. Turn your kids trans, buy your kitchen tile, vote for higher taxes, fund Antifa. They can do anything, and you can't stop them. You know why? Because they got the fucking money. And all you motherfuckers give a shit about is money, right? So shut the fuck up. Okay? You live in a suburb of Austin, Texas, the worst city in America. There's 3 ICU beds here, okay? Literally, there's like no ICU beds here.
The numbers are bad, yeah.
It's so embarrassing. I've been very clear about my feelings for Austin, Texas. But again, your rah-rah Americanism and obsession with like, capitalism, I do my thing. Well, guess what capitalism means, retard? It means that I can go anywhere I want if I have the money and ruin your life. If I want to ruin your life, I can. Now, I have no interest in ruining your life. I don't vote. I really have never voted. I don't like lines. But the point is that the people coming here are going to ruin your life. The tech people are going to come here, and they're going to do everything you think they're going to fucking do. I'm telling you. You think this vaccine is bad? They're going to have more vaccines, and I'm vaccinated. I don't even think this one's. There's going to be new ones that are coming. There'll be vaccines every 3 months, and they'll just give them to you in your sleep, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it because you don't have any money. You see the problem? You people are all obsessed with guns, and guns are great, and I understand guns, but you don't really do anything with the guns. What do you have, a massacre every year? No one's impressed, right? See, the thing is, it's not like you're organizing assaults on centers of power. You're shooting trees in your backyard, and the tech people are slowly choking you. They're slowly taking all the oxygen out of you, and all you're doing is, capitalist, my money, I like my money. So if you like capital, it's capital, baby. That's it. People can come here and do whatever the fuck they want, and you're going to have to deal with it. And if you don't fucking like it, well, too fucking bad. You have to make enough money to stop them. How about that? You've got to make more money than the tech people, and good luck. Good luck slinging linoleum tile if you're going to have more money than them. So I don't think I can give her the business. It saddens me because I actually think they do a good job.
They did, yeah, they were good.
But I just, you know what it is? It's that over-the-top cuntiness that, to me, I feel like, you know what?
When I saw her do that, I had a feeling you were going to back out of the whole thing. It was a really disgusting
it was over
face.
the top. Well, you know what it is? She doesn't understand that she doesn't have any power. We didn't fight through lines of people to get in there. Okay, we were the only people in there, but she doesn't. And the father even looked at her like, kind of like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just come suck my cock? Because they want to fuck each other. It's incest. It's truly incest, and that's okay, because they have all these weird codes. They're like, I don't like Democrats, but I like sucking my daddy off. Like, even when she was like playful, like he came over, she's like, Daddy, don't step on my clothes, because he stepped on her. You know, people in Austin, like women in Austin are disgusting. And they wear like, she was wearing like green balloon pants and everything, because they don't know how to dress here, the women. The women here are like, they're cows. They're like disgusting drug addicts. So she's wearing like a green balloon pants, and he stepped on it. And she's like, Daddy, don't step on my pants. But I thought at that point, I think like he wanted to just kind of just hit her in the ass. Like, if we weren't there, I think he would have just taken his big hand and just hit her in the ass, and then snuck a finger up the back. And then they would have went back and like fucked on like tile. Like, like I like to fuck my daughter on cold tile. I like to feel it on cold fucking tile. Because they're doing incest is why I say that. It's summer, camping season. Let's talk about pitching tents. That's right. The episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes to step up the plate. Step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. The plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew makes your dick hard. Men everywhere are excited to see the postman, because when your package has arrived, They always say first impressions are important, but what about lasting impressions? It's time to get off the couch and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. Guys, there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you confidence where it counts. All you have to do is go to BlueChew.com, promo code TD. It's easy. Medical professionals help prescribe you the best whatever for you, the fucking dick shit, and it's good. It's got the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead. Be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. It's BlueChew.com, promo code TD. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code TD at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. BlueChew.com, promo TD. Checkout. The companies that advertise on this show are great products. Sheath Underwear is my favorite. Put it on. Sheath Underwear. SHEATH underwear. It's great as underwear. It's great as a bathing suit. Robert Patron, who's the owner of Sheath Underwear, is great. He served in the United States military honorably and continues to be a leader for people. Now, do you know his story? Because they're saying people like this don't exist.
I met him. He seemed like a great dad and great family
Well,
guy.
and you know what's crazy about that?
What?
Robert Patron is a virtuous pedophile, meaning he's attracted to children, infants, but doesn't do anything about it. Amazing. Sheathunderwear.com. Use the promo code TIM to save 20%. Do it, and it supports our show, and it supports him, not fucking kids. Austin warns of catastrophe as Texas again becomes center of pandemic. Austin should be warning of catastrophe regardless of the pandemic, by the way. The situation is critical. Desmar Walks, Austin Travis County's health authority, said in a statement, our hospitals are severely stressed and there's little we can do to alleviate their burden with surging cases. Austin only has 6 available ICU beds. And they've only got 313 available ventilators, and most of those ventilators being used to smoke brisket. As you can tell, major issues here. But here's the thing I will say about Austin. Did you read this? Because there is a massive influx of Hollywood people coming here. And read the Hollywood Reporter, because I was quoted in this article.
Oh, yeah.
I was quoted in this. There's a massive influx of people here. I was shocked. I almost had to eat my words, because you know me, I tend to believe that if they're going to write an article like this, it's going to be has-beens or people who aren't relevant or people that nobody cares about. Okay? No, go back to the top. But in all fairness to the Hollywood Reporter, they have, this is true, they have located some A-list stars. The types of people where if you bumped into them, have you ever felt stunned in the presence of another human being? Because these people that have decided to leave Los Angeles for Austin are top-level talent, top-tier celebrities. These are not people where you do like a double take. This is like they need security, famous, worldwide, Michael Jackson types, Princess Diana. Ready? Let's do it. As stars like Stephen Amell and Zachary Levi flock to the Texas Capitol. Dude. I mean, did you even know they were here?
I didn't know.
Get them up, please, because I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm not kidding about this. They're here in Austin. Hold on. Stephen Amell is a Canadian actor, producer, and occasional professional wrestler, known for playing Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, on the CW series Arrow, the show that started the Arrowverse. I had thought that the Hollywood Reporter would write an article about like C-list people, but I was wrong. So we have this guy, he's an actor and a part-time professional wrestler. Zachary Levi Pugh is an American actor, comedian, and singer. He received critical acclaim for starring as Chuck Bartowski in the series Chuck and as the title character in Shazam. Here's the question.
Yeah.
Will Hollywood survive? It's not funny because there's a lot of good people in California, we all hate the business, but there's a lot of people in there that have families. And with this type of exodus, with the power players in Hollywood deciding to leave, to come to Austin, Texas, keep going down because it doesn't end there, Ben. It doesn't stop there. Okay? Now, this guy, Jason Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki?
Jared Padalecki is like the big Austin advocate. Padalecki's been here since 2010. And he's done some stuff. Go down because he is on some big shows. I don't know. He is on stuff, but James Vanderbeek is here from Dawson's Creek. James Vanderbeek has said, hey, fuck you, Hollywood. Hey, fuck you. Do you know how James Vanderbeek left Hollywood?
How?
He walked into Paramount Studios in Hollywood because they offered him a 7-picture deal because someone there just saw Dawson's Creek. Mind-blowing. Someone just saw it and said, where's that guy now? They bring him into Paramount. They said, 7-picture deal, but you have to live in California. He said, hey, fuck you. He goes, have you ever heard of the Texas Hill Country? And he just walked out, dude. Yeah. $20 million upfront guarantee, 7-picture deal. He said, no, James Vanderbeek. Listen to Scott Eastwood, Adrian Palicki, Adrian Grenier from Entourage, the hit new show, and James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek, the hit new show. Listen to this. At the park in Beverly Hills near the house we just moved away from, you're not allowed to fly a kite. Then the Beak groused on Instagram as he moved. The Beak. That's what they call James Vanderbeek. The Beak. The Beak groused on Instagram as he moved his family to Texas this November. Quote, also not allowed at any park in Beverly Hills, riding a bicycle, climbing a tree, learning anything from an instructor, using weights, when people... Now, by the way... What? I don't think this is true. This isn't... A lot of it's not true. But I love that he's like climbing a tree. Hey, get off the tree, scumbag. Hey, scumbag. I hope James Vanderbeek's children get paralyzed from falling out of a tree where they are literally, I hope he has to wheel his son in a wheelchair into Austin and his son's like this. And James Vanderbeek, and they go up to him, they go, dude, I read that. I hope it happens soon. Dude, I read that fucking article about why you moved to Austin. It's so true, dude. You can't climb a tree. And the kid just and they go, what happened to him? And I hope James Vanderbeek has to go, well, I was encouraging him to climb a tree to be a real man. And he fell, and I didn't catch him because I was Googling myself. And then he broke his neck, and now he can't walk. But the good news is, here's the good news. The good news is that he can fly a kite now in the park. Now, not him, but we tie it to his wheelchair and then push him around. James Vanderbeek, you can't learn anything from an instructor using weights. These are just some of the reasons. More freedom was also a motive often expressed by arguably the most influential newcomer, Joey Regine. Who is this? Who is this guy? Joe Regan. Joe Regan. American comedian, podcaster, and UFC color commentator. He's a former actor, a television presenter. Rogan began his career in comedy. Regan. Joe Regan? Interesting. He lives here now. We're kidding, of course. Joe moved here to open up a comedy club. It is open. Let me tell you right now, how much fun did we have the other night at Joe Rogan's new comedy club? Here it is. Joe Rogan's new comedy club, September 1st, opening night. Here is the lineup, everybody. Patrice O'Neill, Gary Shandling, Greg Giraldo, Robert Schimmel, Joan Rivers, Robin Williams, and me and Tony Hinchcliffe. September 1st, opening night, Joe Rogan and Friends. Big show on September 1st. Very, very excited about this. Are you excited about this?
Stoked.
Are you bringing your wife?
Yeah, she wants to
come. Do you think James Van Der Beek will be there? Boy, I hope so. Do you think actor and part-time professional wrestler, whatever that other scumbag's name was, will be there?
Oh, Zach Levi?
Yeah, Zach Levi. By the way, can we play Padlecki showed us his house that Ida, our friend Ida, Al and Peg showed me this guy's house. It's grotesque. It's on YouTube, the way it's designed. Can we look at it?
Yeah, I'll look
because it's the perfect like Austin aesthetic, which is just, it's like an old couch where they just throw blankets on it. And I guess people use those blankets to cry about that they can't live anywhere else.
Oh, is this at Men's Health, this one right here? Or are you talking about the farmhouse?
The farmhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dump. Can we play this?
Absolutely.
Hey, D.
I'm Genevieve Padalecki.
Hi,
I'm
we're
Jared
really,
Padalecki.
really famous. Now, I know you're shocked to see us. We're incredibly... No, he's done stuff. Bring up what he's done.
Okay.
I don't want people attacking me. I got to live here with these people for a few months. I'm not shitting on these people. All I'm saying is we have to deal in the world as it is, right? So he is legit.
Oh, Supernatural.
He was
yeah.
in the show Supernatural and Gilmore Girls. He's one of the greatest actors that's ever lived. He was in the film House of Wax. Have you seen House of Wax?
not seen House of Wax.
You're a fucking idiot. Okay? House of Wax is a great... Daniel Day-Lewis, Jack Nicholson, him. Let's go to the house. By the way, what if you're noticing, we're burning it here in a way that, like, pretty soon, our physical safety will be that we have to leave. Do you understand? Like, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and I was wondering if it's safe to be here anymore. You know? No, truly. Like, I walked outside, and I went, is it safe to be here anymore? But that is the future of the show, I believe. We'll have to just get deeper and deeper and deeper into a sort of canyon.
A bunker of some kind?
Some type of bunker. We got to talk to Dick Cheney about how he did it. But look at this woman with the hat. You know I love these. I'm kidding. I love you guys. Let's see more of their farmhouse. I hope it's modern chic.
Welcome to our humble abode here in Austin,
Is it
Texas. Come on
humble?
in.
I bet it's not humble. That's the joke. See, it's not humble. It's actually very nice. Ooh. That's right. Lots of trees for climbing.
This is the main room of our house. This is where
that where
we
the
hang out with
slaves
kids
got
and
whipped?
watch movies and eat sometimes when it's too late.
Can
to
you
have them
smell
at
the
table.
stench of
I mean, it really
slave
is the heart of
as
our
their
home, the
skin
kitchen. We have a big
come
garden
flying
outside,
off their
and
back?
We like to bring in the vegetables.
Is
and
that where you
fruits
put
from
the
our garden, and
vegetables, where the
kids all kind
slave
of
got
gather
whipped?
in this area, and
Take
we
that
really
hat
want
off,
it to be a
Crocodile
space that
Dundee.
wasn't formal.
Take
Everyone
the
felt
hat
welcome,
off.
and that you can
What is with
open
women
up
in
the fridge.
Austin and these fucking hats?
I don't know.
What the fuck is going on here? They all act like they're on safari, and they want to be, because they want to go to Africa and buy slaves to bring them back to their modern chic farmhouse, neo-farmhouse, modern chic. It's modern chic. By the way, listen to what this dum-dum says. Okay. I got to get on a plane out of here soon, because, I mean, they're going to come for me,
We're
right?
going to see them somewhere for sure.
I don't know if we'll see. We don't go anywhere. Like
true, yeah.
they invited us to join the Soho House in Austin. I'm like, this is a trap. I mean, it's a literal trap. You know what I mean? We know one guy here from Clubhouse. He's, he's a sweet man, but I mean, he's brain dead, right? He doesn't have enough oxygen to his brain, which is okay. I don't know. It's long COVID or short COVID. I don't know what it is. And he's a sweet man, and I like him, but there's something in his brain that doesn't function, right? I mean, that's my take. So we have Crocodile Dundee here with the hat, and she's talking to her husband about why the kitchen, because the kitchen is the soul. It's the soul. And by the way, now that I have to fix up this dumb fucking house, this is all I do. Like, all I spend my time doing is have these, like, horrible conversations with, like, horrible people, because all the people that work, first of all, that work in like the business of like design, for the most part, like the vast majority of them, they're not like passionate about it, right? So they're just kind of like like the best case is they're glazed over and they're like, hey, ha, you know, it's nice when the tiles are cold on your feet. They're cold on your feet. But, you know, that's best case. Worst case is they're like looking off and you have to go, hello. And they're like, what? And you go, I want a refrigerator, you know? And they're like, 16 years ago, I killed my son by accident. I backed out of my driveway and he was on his bicycle. I killed him. The marriage didn't survive too long after that. After that, I ended up getting into some gambling debts and moving down south. I'm like, Wolf appliances are good. No? Wolf. We want gas. Let's play the rest of these Looney Tunes.
Right.
Grab your food, go sit at the table.
sit at the
Nothing
table.
is precious in this
Nothing
house.
is precious.
It's very livable.
By the way,
and
nothing is precious in this house. Let's get me and Ray Kump in there. I want to bring Ray Kump through that house with a big fucking, like, what are the biggest things at 7-Eleven they have?
Oh, big gulps.
I want to bring Ray Kump in there with a big gulp and just ashing everywhere. And then when she gets angry, I go, wait a minute, you said nothing was. Now, by the way, look at this dump. By the way, look at this dump. They got a cowhide rug. I mean, like, could there be any place that attracts less of a caliber of people than these people? It's like sitcom stars who were on superhero shows in like 2006. That's what they mean by Hollywood. They mean people that were on television 18 years ago in a green suit running around pretending to save people. Continue.
casual is the biggest thing. And we really want everyone who steps into this house to feel like it's their home and they're welcome.
Yeah.
So
we kind of laugh when people say like, "Hey, should I take my shoes off?"
Like, no.
Like, well, there are 3 dogs inside and
3
7
wild
kids and
yeah.
chickens and whatever. So
Right.
make yourselves at home.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not precious about this.
Okay.
We love it. It's our home, but our home is your home.
Okay.
I also
Is it-
really love it because not only is it pretty for
Take
me,
the hat
but
off.
we use everything. So our kids do like to come up here. They grab their pots and pans.
How do they grab the
eggs
pots
from
and
the
pans,
chicken
liar?
coop, and then we come over
How do
here
they
to
grab the
oven,
pots and
and
pans?
We are all
That's
making
not
breakfast
true.
for dinner together, and
How do they grab the pots and pans?
Yeah.
It's
And
fucking
user-friendly.
impossible.
We'll hop
They're
in
children.
And just gonna get this going. I think the elf on the shelf likes our
Bull.
bull. He needs a name.
Harold.
Harold. Harold is his name.
Whitney Cummings texted me. She goes, "What happens? What happened in San
We
Diego?"
did a really big remodel.
Should I respond? You overdosed. I'm just gonna say I have to prepare the eulogy for your funeral. I have to prepare your eulogy. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that is.
Isn't it funny?
It's very funny.
Continue with this. Look at these two. They're my
on our
best
house,
friends.
which, if you want to test your marriage, do a remodel.
Right.
That was a tough.
Oh my
one for
God.
us, but
That's
we
what I've
got-
always heard. If you want to test your marriage, do a remodel or have a kid with brain cancer. Those are the two. Remodeling your home or having a kid with brain cancer and you can't afford to pay the bills. Those are actually the real tests of your marriage. Choosing a cabinets and also a child with a brain tumor where the bills are stacking up and you can't pay them. And that's a huge test of your marriage. But it may not be as big of a test of your marriage as walking around furniture stores in that hat. But don't you see what I mean, folks, about why it's bad here? Yeah, skip down the line and then we'll get out of
I
this.
kind of want to see their backyard.
Let's see their backyard. Their backyard's kind of nice, huh?
Oh, is it?
It's pretty.
Okay, start here.
It's pretty and green. Everyone's obsessed with green here. It's green. Isn't it green?
We really wanted to create an area and an outdoor area
Yes.
where we could eat some of the plants and
Ooh.
also play some sports, and everything was like really usable. So not only are most of the plants usable and edible, but our yard, everything is for jumping and
Yes.
soccer and
Yes.
football and
Jump
Little
it.
outdoor seating again. Our yard has a few levels, and so it's nice because you get like this view of where the kids would go. But we'll sit here, we'll cook, we'll grill, and then you'll see These are our kitchen windows.
It's a beautiful yard,
we
but
can
let's
grab
kill it for a
herbs.
minute. It's a beautiful yard, but let me tell you something. You're not famous, right? And that's okay. By the way, it's nicer to have a family than to be famous. But can the Hollywood Reporter stop writing articles that like a rash of famous people have decided to live here? No one would know who the fuck these people are if they walked into fucking IHOP. Cut it out. Truly cut it the fuck out. They're not famous. They did the better thing, which is raising a family in the greenery. I'm for that. I'm pro-family. But let's not pretend that they're like fucking famous. Like paparazzi or fucking diving over the gate in fucking the hill country to get a glimpse of these retards eating Chick-fil-A. It's not true. They're not famous. There's nothing wrong with not being famous. But let's be damn fucking sure about it. They're not fucking famous, okay? How many fucking views does this thing even have? It's probably more than my fucking shit show.
850,000.
Yeah, but you know,
Architectural Digest has 5 million subs. So
here's the deal. It's not a ton of views relative to a house tour of somebody who is really, really famous. Okay? Robert Downey Jr.'s home has 25 million views. Do you see that? You know the difference? He's famous, and they're not.
Hillary Duff, 7.6 million.
Hillary Duff is famous, and she's in Pizzagate. People wanted that tour. You know that tour. They wanted to see where the chamber was. Remember when they tried to rope Hillary Duff into Pizzagate? Because she did something stupid. Like, she uploaded like a photo of a child, and it was like taped or something. I don't know what maybe she is killing kids. I don't know. But she did something stupid, and everybody got into it.
I never read this.
Hillary Duff shuts down, quote, disgusting child trafficking Twitter conspiracy. By the way, I'm sorry. If you didn't laugh all the way through 2020, something is wrong with you. On Saturday morning, the singer and actress became a trending topic on the site when a number of users made unfounded accusations of child trafficking against her, based on an Instagram story she posted containing photos of her son. In one of the since deleted pictures, her son can be seen lying down nude with lotion on his body. Duff decided to respond via tweet stating that the accusations were not only untrue, but they were invasive and offensive as well. Everyone bored as fuck right now, I know, but this is actually disgusting. Quote, whoever dreamed this one up and put this garbage into the universe should take a break from their damn phone, maybe get a hobby. Hillary Dizzle. I don't know what she did. I'm sure she's not trafficking children, but, you know, she'll be in Austin too in a few years. But this is what I mean. 850,000 views is not a lot of views.
No, comparative.
Compared to the people that are famous. Okay? And by the way, I'm not telling them to be famous. They have a much better life being who they are. But let's stop this. Jessica Alba is showing us a home in Los Angeles. She's got 31 million views here. And these people have less. Because they are less. And they live in Austin, Texas, and that's okay. Coronavirus, baby. We are the world. We are the Delta. I need Liquid IV, dude. I've been on the road. I've been working. It's been tough. I've been on planes. I've been doing stand-up. I've been doing podcasting, all that shit. And I'm telling you right now, the hot summer months are here. We need to be proactive to keep our body fueled and hydrated. Making hydration a priority helps us feel healthier on a day-to-day basis and fuels us to be our highest potential. One stick of Liquid IV is in 16 ounces of water, hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. I mean, you know how run down I get just on the road.
You get sick a lot. Yeah.
I get sick. I mean, it's tough. Not only that, but the product tastes great with flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. Sounds like summer, doesn't it? First thing in the morning before a workout, when you feel run down, daily hydration, maintenance, hangover cure, etc. I love it. It's great tasting, functional products. They make you feel great. There's also a give back mission. They've donated over 11 million sticks to people around the world. Examples, lemon lime, acai berry, passion fruit, guava, watermelon, apple pie, strawberry. I like watermelon. You know what makes it so effective is the cellular transport technology. The optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium delivers water and nutrients into the bloodstream. It's a perfect balance to help you hydrate more quickly and effectively than water alone. One stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more effectively than water alone. Liquid IV is on a mission to change the world. The company is donating 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. Products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. Liquid IV has donated over 11 million servings globally. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco. Get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use a promo code TIM at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration. Use promo code TIM at liquidiv.com. There are hundreds of companies out there claiming to compare auto and home insurance rate, but there's only one who actually does it. Get better insurance with Gabi. And I know because I've done it. Gabi is the one true comparison platform with fast, verifiable quotes, not ballpark guesses. Use your current policy to find a better policy. Comparing your current coverage with 40 of the top insurance providers, Progressive, Nationwide, Travelers, all in one place. Use your current insurance information to get started. Use your current insurance information to get started. Gabi helped me find the right policy. Gabi customers save $961 per year on average, and they'll never sell your info. So no annoying spam or robocalls. Put your policy to the test like I did. Get better insurance with Gabi. It's totally free to check, and there's no obligation. Go to Gabi.com/Tim Dillon. That's GABI.com/Tim Dillon. Gabi.com/Tim Dillon. Use your current insurance information to get started. It's a free. And they only show policies that are the same or better than your current coverage, many of them at a lower price. Let's go to the numbers, baby.
So this is in the U.S. California is leading, but
California is leading right now with a total caseload of 4,062,369. Second is Florida, 3,249,000. I'm sorry, Texas is second. Mm-hmm. Second is Texas. Third is Florida, 2,820,000. New York's up there. Illinois, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Ohio, North Carolina, and Jersey round out the top 10. Hopefully, it's the last splash of the coronavirus. This is my hope. And we can move on from this. It's hack. It's boring. It's not exciting. I don't want to hear Fauci's name anymore. I don't want to hear about the CDC. I mean, we've gotten to a point where a worldwide pandemic is boring. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, it's just the apocalypse again. Off. It's really become like troubling where you go, I don't even care anymore. I don't even know whether or not I care. I'm trying to care about another lockdown because I don't think it's good, and I think it'll destroy the country, but it's hard for me to even care about that. I'm trying to care about being locked inside my house forever, but you get so beaten down by the news, you just start accepting things. You just start going, well, all right, I guess so. I mean, I can be in the yard though, right? Can we be in the yard? Or is that not allowed? Australia has like 12 cases, and they are literally like chaining people. Yeah. But Australians like that. They don't mind. They trust the government. They like the government. The government's been good to Australians. Australians are simple people. All they really want to do is get drunk and grill. That's really it. Australians, all they want to do is get hammered in their backyards and put meat on a grill. There's nothing wrong with that. People are asking, why aren't Australians angry about this? They're perpetually lazy descendants of criminals. All they want to do, when you tell them not to work, they go, all right, and that's it. Do you think Australia's like demanding to work? I want to work. No one cares. They just want to get bombed in their house and put a shish kebab on the grill. All they care about is grilling and eating. It's kind of interesting. There was this really great show called Instant Hotel, and it was on Netflix, and I watched it with Alan Pegg. And Devin and I to Alan Pegg, and they came to my house, and we got addicted, and we binged it. And the reason it was so good was because they used Australians, who are notoriously monstrous people. A lot of fans there, and we love you, but people without any taste or decorum. I mean, they have no idea what's going on. So the idea that they're going to judge hotels, even Airbnbs, was a little bit hilarious, you know? Like, they're just grotesque people, and they're walking around, and they're like, this isn't classy. I mean, look at this group. These are the people judging if the hotel is nice or not, right? Now, this isn't the good group, by the way. You got to find the first group, season one, people like with Babe and Bondi. What's good about it is there's these two gay guys, Leroy and Brent, and everyone hates them. What's good about Instant Hotel is they pick these kind of trashy people, and they would all go after each other, and they were rude to each other. And then the next season, they go, we want to get more positive. And and then they ruin the entire show. But the first 2 seasons of Instant Hotel are so great. Look at Babe and Bondi.
Is this them right here?
Yes. So to the far left right there is Babe and Bondi, and then Brent and Leroy. And what's great about this is they all have these Airbnbs, right? They should do this in America and give those 2 lesbians who kicked me off, feature their property. But it's cool. It's a cool show. All of these people go around to different Airbnbs and they judge each other's Airbnb. And they're spiteful and vindictive and rude. They're classless. And they're snobs, but of course not based on any education or understanding of how the world works. They're not discerning or interesting or intelligent people. They're just kind of grotesque. And but what's great about it is it's really, really funny, right? It's really, really funny to watch these people that truly learned how to use utensils within the last 20 years start talking about decor. Truly, Australia, they've started to learn how to use knives and forks relatively recently. They prefer not to. I have friends that live there. Australians prefer to eat meat with just their hands. Okay? Now, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's sexy and fun over there. Everything could kill them. They just want to go to the beach, fuck, and eat meat with their hands. So everyone's like, why aren't they going nuts over this lockdown? I'm like, this is the best case scenario for them. They don't have to work. They're all descendants of criminals.
And all those animals are so poisonous, right? They really don't want to go outside. They got bad stuff over there.
Well, they do love going outside. They don't care if they get poisoned. These are also not good criminals, right? The Hamptons, they're descendants of criminals, but criminals that have succeeded. Criminals that are good at crime, right? New York money. These people are the ones in Britain who got caught, trying to rob a fucking, magistrate or something. And then, his great-granddaughter's on Instant Hotel complaining about the size of the bathroom. I'm just saying it's a real romper room over there. And I enjoyed the hell out of it. Me and Alan Pegg loved it. Oh, and one of the stars killed herself. Go into this.
Really?
Find this. She killed herself. One of the stars of it. I like a reality TV when someone kills themselves because then I know it was real.
Oh.
Yes, this is very sad. She was Persian. Ben has to be the conscience of the show. So every now and then Ben has. Now this woman was a cunt, and I don't like suicide. I don't like it because it's I would rather people stay here and be horrible. Australian reality star Shay Rizay, who found fame on Instant Hotel in 2017, has died at age 33. Her former co-star Mikey Jello confirmed the tragic news to Daily Mail Australia, saying, yes, it is true and very sad. She had a funeral last Wednesday and her death was a week before. Even though we had not spoken for years, I will always cherish the fun time. She had a good heart and would always be the life of the party. She was a very vicious woman on Instant Hotel. I think it was drugs. Yeah, so, that's sad. But again, it shows you that this was reality TV.
Yeah, you're right about the drugs thing.
What is it?
I've heard from multiple sources she was using drugs heavily. Yeah.
Well,
people were worried about her on the show.
But the problem is the drugs were really good for the show. That's the problem. Unfortunately, a lot of times when you produce reality television, it's a catch-22 because you're in this position of putting out something that's good or respecting human life. You can't do both. I'm telling you, I've sat down with some of these people. Some of the most, you want to talk about a blank look in their face? I'm talking about sociopaths. Some of the coldest people that I've ever had interactions with produce reality television shows, like things that you wouldn't even, like Cupcake Wars. Like I'm the producer of Cupcake Wars, and it's like you're talking to them and you realize that they're like Donald Rumsfeld. And you're like, yeah, I heard one of the women in there, her marriage fell apart and they went bankrupt. And she's like, well, there are things you know, there are things you don't know, and there are things you don't know you don't know. I'm like, what? Excuse me? But that's how cold and calculated some of these people are. But Instant Hotel is a real pick from me. Australia expands COVID lockdown over concern virus has spread from Sydney.
Some of these cities have locked down with no cases.
Why? They don't care. Lock it down. Foster's, Australian for beer. Lock it down. They don't give a fuck. All right. No work? It's no work, huh? All right. Sounds good. Yeah, just let me know when they need me back. I don't know. I coughed earlier. I'll just stay home. I try to do an Australian. It's hard because it becomes British. But, you know, hopefully this is the last splash. They can't arrest all of us. Rand Paul, dude, his hair's out of control.
He's like leading the charge right now against like.
I know, but I mean, it's the problem with him is he just looks like Fievel. You know what I mean? Like, some of his stuff I do agree with, but like, why is the spokesman for all of it? Why is everything like the worst spokesman ever? I mean, this looks like a guy that is like trying to like sell you like a Dodge Dart. I mean, like, go to the can you play the guy trying to make us get the vaccine from the urban
Yes,
vaccine?
let me find that.
Play the urban outreach program for the vaccine. Look, that's Meghan McCain at the Olympics.
That's nice. Okay, let me find this 1 second. I believe it was in Arkansas, and they were running it on YouTube ads before.
Yeah, I mean, it is just phenomenal. As we know, a lot of the people in the urban community, the black community, do not trust the vaccine, and I wouldn't either because of the Tuskegee experiment and many of the other problems. We have not, I mean, can we say this? The U.S. government has not been good to the black people? Are we allowed to say that? So many of them are inherently skeptical of the vaccine. So as an outreach to that, our government, who has spent years and years and years lying to people of color and putting them in jail for no reason and all kinds of crazy shit. They have an urban an outreach to people, and this is somebody trying to make them get the vaccine.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine.
Why does this seem racist? Do you understand what I mean? Why do I start to cringe when he's like, I'm a hustler, I sell things? What are we doing here? Who in Arkansas thought this was a good idea? I'm a hustler, I sell things. I'm not going to say what I sell. It's not your business. I make shit happen. I know a guy. It's like, what is this? Right. What is going on here? First of all, it's also a bad idea because if you're not a hustler, an entrepreneur, you go, I don't need it.
Right.
You're trying to like broaden the scope of people you want to get it. What if there's a guy who goes, so I'm not an entrepreneur at all. I work at Little Caesars. I don't need it. But it seems racist, and I don't know why, but let's finish it up.
All right, let's start it over because it's insane.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur.
By the way, go back. What car is he?
An old Ford Mustang.
It's an old Ford Mustang. Now, he's outside of a building. We don't know what that building is.
TROIS.
That's the end of the bit. We don't know. But he's just posted up on an old Ford Mustang in a parking lot being an entrepreneur. He's not at a desk. He's not in an office. They didn't put him in an office. The state of Arkansas did not put him in an office. They didn't put him in a suit.
No.
They didn't put him anywhere near a place of business. He's in a parking lot on a Ford Mustang giving you advice about the vaccine. Continue.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things.
What do you do?
I come in contact with people all the time.
What's your
job? I have
job?
to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. If you live the type of lifestyle that I live,
doing what?
You're out here in these streets,
what?
Hustling, an entrepreneur
Wait a
like
minute.
me, why not do it safely? So I want
if you're out here in these streets
seriously.
hustling, why not do it safely? What is your job? What job description is, quote, out here in these streets? This is...
It's so...
This is from the Arkansas Department of Health. What career is described as, I'm, quote, hustling out here in these streets? They're making him seem like a drug dealer. This is literally saying, if you are also a drug dealer, get the vaccine. I mean, that's literally what it's saying. They're going, hey, if you sell drugs, you may not think it's important to get the vaccine, but you should. There is, by the way, there is no attempt to make this guy seem like he has a job that anyone would understand as legit.
No.
His job description is, if you are out here hustling in these streets, selling things and coming into contact with people all the time, get the vaccine. What, may I ask, are you doing in these streets? I mean, let's go through this again. I can almost not believe this.
Start over. Okay.
Are you sure we're not being trolled? This is real?
Yeah, let's just double check here. Because they were playing it before YouTube videos. Yeah, I was seeing it played before YouTube videos as ads. So
yeah, and they've turned the comments off. I wonder why they've done that.
And it says right here on YouTube, from State Public Health Authority. So.
Jesus, that's crazy. Okay, keep going. This is hilarious.
Okay.
During the pandemic, my lifestyle drastically changed. My income came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. If you live the type of lifestyle that I live, you out here in these streets and you hustling, an entrepreneur like me, why not do it safely? So I want everybody to take this seriously. Take a shot at staying healthy.
Take a
Get
shot.
the vaccine.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was like a gang war at the end?
That's the weird.
Take a shot. Like, should he have went like, take a shot, just like that with the gun, like right to the camera? It seems odd.
I don't believe we're getting trolled because YouTube
Has anyone
pushing
talked
it.
about this at all?
I saw it go somewhat viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
But and then I found it on YouTube, and it played before people's YouTube ads. They were screen recording it and like sharing it on TikTok and Twitter.
God. Take a shot at staying healthy. Well, Whitney Cummings' response, bitch, I've been dead for 12 years. She wins. Hey, man, hope you're doing well. My friend who's coming to Austin is looking for good food recommendations. Yeah, don't come. My abusive stepfather made the best salsa. Why I've reclaimed this recipe as my own. This was in Today. From the ages of 12 to 22, I was stalked and harassed by an anonymous predator. The person hacked my email, sent me explicit packages, and broke into my apartment and steal my laundry and diaries. For years, I lived in terror, not knowing who would do this to me or why. Finally, nearly a decade of mystery, the truth came out. The perpetrator of these disturbing actions was my own stepfather. And I told that on the Today Show in 2019. My now former stepfather has been in prison for these and other crimes for 14 years. He also bankrupted my mother, stole hundreds of thousands from his financial planning clients, and possessed child pornography. In the intervening years, I've more or less succeeded in putting him out of my mind. Although I talk openly about him, he doesn't fill my thoughts, and I don't dwell on the memories of him. Okay. Now, that should have been the end. That should have been the end.
Right.
That should have been the end. But not too long ago, I stumbled upon his old prized homemade salsa recipe. One our family used to beg him to make for parties and get-togethers. All these memories of this particular food came flooding back. Poolside hangouts over a big bowl of chips and salsa with my cousins. New Year's Eve appetizer spread. 4th of July celebrations, dipping and crunching under the light of fire. Hey, by the way, get this guy out of jail. Can this be introduced at a parole hearing? They should be introduced at a parole hearing. He should be let out of jail because of this. Being a food writer and an all-around food lover, I couldn't resist making the salsa for myself. And lo and behold, it was every bit as amazing as I remembered. The zesty flavor combo of fresh tomato, cilantro, and onion, and the minced pico de gallo-like texture remained as irresistible as they were in my adolescence, when presumably she was being hunted by a predator.
Looks good.
It does look great. But despite the perfection of Gary's famous salsa, making it brought up some conflicting emotions. Sure, it was restaurant quality, but I had to wonder, if I included this recipe in my own cooking repertoire, would it always remind me of the horrors of my stepfather? Could I ever look at its jewel-toned blend of veggies without flashing back to the pain of my past? After giving it some thought, I came to a decision. Instead of thinking about this delicious dip as the sole property of my abuser, maybe I could make it my own. I never had many family recipes passed down to me, so maybe this one could be a family recipe. In the truest, rawest sense, one that bears the scars of my past but reveals my resilience too. That's the kind of recipe I'd like to pass down to my children. The more I make the salsa, the less it bears my abuser's imprint. I just love the idea of her handing it down to her children, and she goes, listen, the salsa recipe I'm about to give you comes from a very bad man, a man who would do horrible things. But one thing he didn't do was make bad salsa. He was abusive. He was a pedophile. He bankrupted your grandmother. But what he didn't do was fuck up a dip. I mean, Christ, I wish her all the best. Mm-hmm. That's a real Austin, Texas article. She should move to Austin. I hope the dad gets out. Like, I really, really hope the dad gets out of prison because of this. Like, at the parole hearing, he reads this, and they have to try the salsa. Like, they're like, okay, he's in here for possession of child pornography and all these other things. But, like, the parole board has to, like, they have to take a bite of the salsa, and they start looking at each other. Now, by the way, this is a fun reinvention of the show Top Chef. Finding out what pedophiles in prison dishes that they were famous for, making them cook them, and if they're as good as their victims remember, they get out. Is there anything wrong with that? You know? Like, maybe there's a pedophile who made a really good guac, and like they're like, if you can get the perfect match of lime, cilantro, salt, and pepper, I mean, we don't need you rotting away in here. By the way, no one is working because of the stimulus and that companies don't want to pay. So why not get this guy out of jail and let him make salsa somewhere? He doesn't have to do it in a school. Let him make salsa at a restaurant where only ugly adults work. I know a city with a lot of 4s and 5s working. I live very close to it. I think that's what he should do. TimDillonComedy.com. Sorry about San Diego, folks. Family things. You know, what do you want me to do? We're coming back in December. Chicago, there's some tickets left. Be there at the end of August. Patreon episode will be out tomorrow. Rothschild tier episode is out right now with Andrew Sullivan, who's a great writer, a very interesting guy. He pioneered blogging on the internet. We have a very interesting talk about the United States of America and where it is. We were thinking of releasing it as the episode, but we thought everybody would be really angry at a serious interview after the episode was late for, what are we going on, 48 hours?
Yeah, about 48 hours, yeah.
But I want you to go buy his book, and his new book is called Out on a Limb, book by Andrew Sullivan, selected writings, and he's all over the place. Gay, somewhat conservative, has HIV, is for the Iraq war, but against it, liked Obama, but then realized the limits of Obama. He's killing it over on Substack, where all those journalists are.
Yeah,
Did you see a little beef between Brett Weinstein and Sam Harris over the vax? There was a little put that beef on the grill. I don't want to go into this. I'm not a doctor, but
I don't know if we can play his channel.
Here's what we're... No. Don't do anything there. You know that God only knows. I want to offer these gentlemen something. If you want to debate the vaccine, I will dress like Meghan McCain and sodomize myself on my show while you guys debate the vaccine. So if Brett Weinstein and Sam Harris want to come on my show and debate the vaccine, I will take a dildo to my ass brutally, dress up like Meghan McCain to the point where, like, I literally shit myself on my own show. Like, in stirrups, just fucking wedging it in there. Shit, and blood, rivers of shit and blood all over the studio while you guys discuss the vaccine. Anyway, open invite. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show. What's going on with Brendan Schaub and Bobby Lee? What's happening?
I saw Bobby and Kalila went on H3H3.
What's going on?
Looks like there's some accusations.
What's happening? What's the 411? What's the deal?
They're in a fight. They're in a feud right now.
Why?
Some accusations are being thrown at Brendan.
Who done it? Who said what? Who, what, why, when, where? What's going on? Beef.
The podcast community is flipped upside down right now over
It's fucking wild. But I want to get some straight answers. How can I do my job? How can I continue to do my job without getting to the bottom? Is this why they're overturning Roe v. Wade? Because of Kalila, Annie Letterman, Brendan Schaub, Bobby Lee, Roe v. Wade. What's going on? Amy Coney Barrett, Chief Justice John Roberts, Bobby Lee, Brendan Schaub, Kalila, Joe Biden, the economy, Jews, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, Bobby Lee, H3H3. Can you get some fucking answers?
Yeah. So
It's your job.
people on the internet are saying he's a bully.
Why?
I think he's made inappropriate passes at women. I mean, to be specific here on the pod would feel unfair.
What constitutes a woman? Really?
Like,
No, I mean, it's a real question.
in this case, a lady with a pussy and titties.
Well, I don't want you to start being vulgar. I don't think that's your job to start being vulgar right now. We're talking about a serious issue. I want you to really kind of like, you're at work. Half the time with you, you forget you're at work. You can't start throwing out vulgarities. This isn't a blue show. We don't work blue here.
I apologize.
This is a news show, and the news I'm covering is Bobby Lee, Brandon Schaub, Annie Letterman, Kalila, Esther Pavitsky, Roe v. Wade. What's going on?
I have a clip here, a viral clip here of Bobby Lee exposing Brendan Schaub and his goons for the bullies they are, according
and his
to this
goons.
person.
Wait, Brendan Schaub has goons?
Yeah.
There are goons?
I think
There are goons involved? Let me tell you right now, folks. I just went to the rainforest, to this hotel, which I'm really gonna, I'm not gonna, listen, I'm just gonna really let people know what the problem and I mean plural problems are here. There are many, and it's unfortunate because I spent a lot of money for this, and I'm unhappy, and I'm well within my rights to be unhappy, but I'm and there are indigenous tribes all over this area. It's the world's oldest rainforest. It's 180 million years old. And you see them. You see these people. And I'm running up to them and going, what the fuck is going on with Bobby Lee and Kalila? And they're pretending they don't know. They don't speak English. And I'm going, do you understand what's happening with Annie Letterman? And I don't know what they're doing. Gathering fruit. It's not my business, but I've been spending all of my time here trying to tell them about this thing, and I don't even know what it is. I feel so disconnected. So what's going on again? There are goons.
I think we should just
Brendan Schaub's got a pirate ship of goons, and they're going after Bobby Lee. Is it because he's Korean? Is he Korean?
I don't think it's a race thing, but he is Korean, yeah. He's a
Right.
Korean
Well,
man.
I was right about that. See, I do know some things, but I feel so out of everything. I don't feel included anymore. I'm like on the outside. I'm a victim of my own success. It's very hard to stay connected to the issues of the day when I'm out here in the rainforest trying to lead these people to Christ. Now, play this clip of Bobby Lee. I can't not cover this, folks. Many people don't want me to cover it. Right?
Right.
People don't want me to cover it. But I have to cover it because it's the news. This is big news.
Point is
I'm
that
sorry, that's just
now my fear is the results of whatever this is now going to be.
There's no results because
There is a result.
No, there
You know,
isn't. I can call Shab right now and we could be like, all is squared away and everything is fine because we've already talked about it. The promise was that he would never talk about it again, and the next day he went on Flagrant 2 and then talked about it, even though it was in a complimentary way.
Yeah, in a complimentary way. So my
I don't
point
feel like we've said anything bad about him either. The point is, was there a text alluding to possibly suing people? Yes, there was. Did it freak me out, and did it make me think, oh shit, like such a small thing to sue over? But was there a lot of misunderstanding from his team and us? Yeah, but we talked it through. But the truth is the truth, and it's all squared away.
So you guys, I'm just going to get this clear. So you guys were talking about there was this comedian that people assumed was him.
Yeah.
That was trying to pick up all you girls, kind of a sleaze, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he calls you and says, Bobby, get your woman in line? I mean, what kind of fucking animal does that? That's fucked up. Why didn't he call you? He has your number, right, I would assume?
It
I
was
guess
your
I'd contact
podcast.
you.
Yeah.
It's your fucking podcast. Who the fuck, what the fuck is that shit?
It was not just him.
There was a whole barrage.
It was.
Don't say the name.
I'm not gonna. But it was a phone call with other podcasters, and it was.
That's some bullshit.
They flogged you, bro.
Not flogged me. They threatened my career. They called me a coward, a pussy. You've always been a pussy.
I'm sorry, that's
What?
You have no, yeah,
unacceptable.
and
Blackmail.
they said they would expose me. They said that all these things, and I was in Oklahoma shooting a show, and I was at dinner, and I was by myself, and I was getting. It was very traumatic for me, and it was based on whatever they did on the live. Now imagine now what's going to happen with now this.
It's good you said that.
I think it's good that you're
Who are
saying that because
they? Who are they? This is my question. He said it's a bunch of goons.
Well, I think it's implied, right? They don't name them specifically, but it's implied the people he kind of hangs out with in the podcast world.
Oh. Well, man, did I miss this scandal. I missed it. I feel bad. Brendan has always been very nice to me. My experiences with him are overwhelmingly positive. I should note, and I don't think this will be a surprise to anyone, and it won't be a surprise to Brendan. Brendan is not the heir to Richard Pryor. He's not. And I don't know that there is an heir to Pryor. Maybe Chappelle, but it's not Brendan, right? Is that fair? Can I say that without ruffling feathers? And it doesn't mean that Brendan isn't funny on that show, right? He's good on the show. Like, people like him. I've never seen his stand-up. He's a very, like, controversial figure. And I just believe that there's so much drama and there's not enough love going around. Isn't that the way you feel? Because it's fair to say that Brendan is new at stand-up. He's very new.
Very new, yeah.
And it takes years and years to become a good stand-up. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes the diet doesn't work. A lot of people die fat. You see, the things we want aren't always the things we get. I love a T. Nobody pronounces a T. Get. Why don't we do that? Now, Brendan may go on to be the greatest comedian that has ever lived. That is a possibility. I do not know that. But I don't know that it's fair to say that he's got a goon squad running around and intimidating people. But maybe he does. But I don't know that that's the case. But when Bobby Lee says they, the people, and it's ominous. But there could be. I don't know. It's not my experience with him. Brendan has been overwhelmingly nice to me. He's never made an inappropriate pass at me. And that shows tremendous amount of restraint on his part. I have missed this scandal completely. I spend most of my time with venture capitalists, entrepreneurs, philanthropists. I don't spend a lot of time with comedians because they're stupid and poor. That's the only reason I don't spend time with them, because they are dumb and they don't have means, which makes it very tough. And Brendan's rich, I guess. He is. He seems rich.
Seems to have money.
And
yeah.
Bobby's kind of rich too. But I don't spend time with any of these people because I don't really want to. And it's not a knock on them. They're colleagues, right? Mm-hmm. I've never done Tiger Belly. I've been asked a few times. We had to reschedule. I don't care about doing other people's shows anymore. I just want to do my own. I just hope everyone finds a pathway to love. Because it's not overrated. It isn't. Find a pathway to love, God damn it. What's life really about? Fighting over this silliness, this craziness? Who tried to throw whose wife into the car? It's not a big deal. Why do we got to keep going over this? People are so fast and loose with the truth. Mm-hmm. So that's my statement. I'm agnostic, but I have to cover it. It's the news. The same way I have to cover Roe v. Wade. I'm unaffected by Roe v. Wade. I haven't had an abortion in a year. But I got to cover it because, this country's headed towards a real crazy Christian theocracy. Or a San Francisco style improv theater. Either one makes me unhappy. I very much want a cold, somewhat emotionless, bureaucratic state. Curtis Yarvin's not wrong about all these things, I don't love the idea of just one centralized authority, but his idea that things have to be sort of cold and somewhat bureaucratic and boring, I find, better than this current hot-blooded scream fest where all the values are on the table all the time and all the people have to fight. And I hope the best for Brendan and Bobby and Annie and Kalila. I've never met any of these people. I've never met any of them. I'm too rich. I don't know. Stand-up's a weird thing. And I know that Brendan gets a lot of hate because a lot of people feel that when people get into stand-up later in life, and are not good at it, it bothers people. But he's trying very hard, and I'm sure he's gotten better. And, listen, again, I think the guy, he's making a buck. He's making more than a buck, right? Mm-hmm. He's making a little change. Mm-hmm. Is he going to win the Mark Twain Prize for humor? Probably not. But that's okay. Stand-up's just been polluted by garbage for years. There's nothing like the feeling of getting outside to run, hide, hike, or just be somewhere we feel the most ourselves. Every man Jack put that experience in a bottle. Their men's care products feature naturally derived ingredients, outdoor-inspired scents, and responsible packaging, so you can get the inspiration of the great outdoors wherever you roam. This really drives the women crazy, or the men, whatever you want. It's great. Everybody likes somebody to smell like a hot lager. And we spend a lot of time thinking about what we put in our bodies, but what you put on your body is just as important. The Neo Green Goop being sold to you as body wash is anything but natural or clean. Besides, if you need a PhD to pronounce all of the different ingredients, it's not for you. Everyman Jack's care products use the best ingredients nature has to offer. Your skin will thank you. We just started using it. I love it. I love the product they sent me. The sandalwood scent is my favorite for the body wash and shampoo. I'm telling you right now. I am telling you, Everyman Jack has it all. Body wash, deodorant, skincare products, shampoos, balms, oils to tame and nourish your hair and beard. Make every day feel like a getaway with incredible scents inspired by the great outdoors. I love cedarwood. It's when we go to Nobu and they burn the cedar, it's one of my favorite smells. I want to smell like cedarwood, sea salt, citrus. Everyman Jack works exceptionally without any of the harsh chemicals. What's your favorite Everyman Jack scent?
Probably the sea salt. You know, my wife only uses naturally derived ingredients. This is approved by her. She loves it. She loves the way it smells on me. I've been using this since they sent it to me.
Everyman Jack works exceptionally without any of the harsh chemicals like parabens and dyes. It can be abrasive to your skin and leave it feeling dry. They use many clean, naturally derived ingredients as possible, like activated charcoal, caffeine, green tea, coconut oil, shea butter. Trust us, you'll feel the difference, whether it's hydrating body wash, nourishing beard butter, or thickening shampoo and conditioner. Every product goes above and beyond. Need something else to feel good about? Here's 3. Everyman Jack uses responsibly made packaging. They're a natural forest foundation partner, and their products are cruelty-free. Head to everymanjack.com. and get 20% off your first purchase with the code Dillon, Dillon. Remember, when you support these companies, you support our show. It enables us to do the type of content you guys love. So if you go to everymanjack.com to get 20% off your first purchase with the code Dillon, Dillon. Sam Talent is with us. He's written the foremost book on stand-up. What do you think about this phenomenon we have where MMA people, or whoever they happen to be, are doing comedy and people are upset about it? They're angry.
I stand with Brendan. I stand with the guy who could do the most physical damage to me, and that's Brendan in this case. I fear him, not because of any allegations, just how good he is with his hands and his feet. So yeah, Brendan, I'm with you, brother.
I kind of like him.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do. It's here's the thing. I'm supposed to hate him, which makes me like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, he's always been a gentleman to me.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Yep.
He's always been lovely to me. You know, and I think that just to be diplomatic about it, you know, when it gets to the men-woman stuff and the boys and the girls and the parking lots and the cars and
who owns a pickup truck, who doesn't own a pickup truck.
Yeah, who's going where and who goosed me in the hall. I try not to get involved. It's none of my business.
Well, you're above it. You don't need it.
Well, I do need a goosing. That's actually it's actually untrue. I'm not above a goosing, and I need a goosing. And I'm going to say this. If Brendan Schaub threw me against the wall at the Comedy Store and started to make out with me, I'd just shut up about it. I wouldn't run my mouth all over town. And I'm not saying he did that to anyone. I don't even think that's being alleged. But I'm saying that if Brendan Schaub raped me, I mean violently, if Brendan grabbed me and raped to the point where I was worried about my own innards, if he raped me, I mean, took my head, and I mean, I've bitten a pillow before, and that's a shock to no one, but I mean biting it where it's permanently damaged, saliva flowing out of my mouth in an uncomfortable way, I could smell the blood. if he destroyed my asshole to the point where I couldn't shit for weeks or shit too much, whatever the problem was, if Brendan fucked me to the point where I had to see a doctor, and the doctor's first response was, "What happened to you?" If my bedroom looked like the first 48 with blood and shit all over, if my bedroom looked like a murder scene, and again, if it was non-consensual, I would keep my mouth shut. Because I want the focus to be on the work. I want the focus to be on the work. I don't want people looking at me and going, "Oh, that's the comic Brendan anally raped." I want the focus to be on the work. Now, I just think, I don't know, but this mention of goons and they and them and they're coming and it's people, I don't know. I like Bobby too. I mean, you know. I did dinner with him I didn't love when I moved to Austin, and he was like, "You owe the Comedy Store so much. Why would you turn your back on LA?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" The only reason I got passed there is because Joe Rogan ordered them to pass me. That's the way things work. I didn't develop at the fucking Comedy Store. I don't care what happens to the Comedy Store. I don't care what happens to the Comedy Cellar. Yes, they're great places to work. They're great institutions. And I have friends at work there, and I work at the store, and I'm very happy that I'm able to work at the store. It's a big moment in my career to get passed at the Comedy Store. But make no mistake, the reason I got passed was because Joe Rogan made a phone call. So I don't romanticize this. So I had a dinner with Bobby, and I didn't love that. Me, Spade, and Bobby had a dinner, and Bobby was kind of like, "Don't you feel like you got inducted into the mafia, and now you're like turning your back on the mafia?" And I'm like, what are you even saying with your mouth? I didn't love, I mean, me and him are not friendly, but I mean, we're friends-ish. I see him, he's funny, he's a colleague, I respect him. What, Sam? What are you pointing out? Is it an animal?
It was one of those pendolins.
Yeah, they're all over now, these fat little rats.
Ben was telling me a fun story about Bobby Lee.
What about it, Ben? Did he rape you?
No. No, I was just mentioning offhand to Sam that I believe he shows his asshole on stage, I've heard.
Yes.
That's what you were talking about, right, Sam? Not the other thing? Yeah.
That's right.
And that's fun. Good for him.
Mm.
I just don't understand the beef and the drama and the anger and the hatred. All I would like is love, pathways to love, and healing. That's all I want for everyone involved. But I don't care about any of them. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
But that's I feel like the most honest way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of them.
Right.
But I hope they're okay.
If you were to say that you're deeply affected by all this.
I'm unaffected.
Yeah.
I'm really unaffected.
You're in the rainforest.
I'm unaffected and I don't care. I'm in a rainforest. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care who did what to whom and how.
Allegedly.
It doesn't mean anything to me. Mm-hmm. But everybody's like, "What do you think about this?" I'm getting calls from the States. "What do you think?" Weigh in. I just personally know that if I was brutally raped by Brendan Schaub.
Even if it wasn't rape, it was just rough stuff. If he was heavy-handed.
Well, I imagine that it would be, I believe it would be the type of rape that I consented to. You can consent to rape. Mm-hmm. That's another thing people don't realize. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, maybe he cornered me and said, "Hey, do you want to get raped?" And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." And I felt threatened and scared. And then I drove him to my apartment and opened the door and allowed him to rape. Or maybe I was so traumatized, I instructed or forced him to rape me somehow. I don't know. But if I was brutally raped brutally and viciously raped. I would probably keep my mouth shut because I'd want people to focus on the work. And isn't that the problem in the business? Because people are just living in bubbles of fear. And it's wrong. But I don't care about this or anyone involved. I hope I've covered it to everyone's satisfaction. I'm not friends with anyone involved. I like Annie Letterman. I'm friends with her. But it's what it is here, right? It's what it is. I hope everyone's respected, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't have happened if they all moved to Austin, Texas. How about that? Because everything is love in Austin, Texas. We have a thriving economy of back alley abortions and shootings. But that's my statement. I'm going on the record. Fearless, unafraid. I just have to get that out there. Putting it out there. My official statement on this is, I do not care about anyone involved. And I really don't know what happened. I don't want to find out. It doesn't matter to me. At all. When I go to the Comedy Store and I stand in the parking lot and people talk to me, I want to kill myself. I've never had less fun than when I'm doing that in that place. I have zero opinion on this, and I really don't care about anything. No shade to the store. It's a great fucking room. But I just don't give a shit. I don't care. And that's all I'm saying. And I hope that people take that and love life. I'm very upset about the experience that I'm having right now. At the end of my stay in Australia, which has been largely positive, the audiences, we brought Sam out here at the end. He did 2 shows, one really good, one, I mean, fine. The audiences have been they've been really amazing. Aussies are great audiences because comedy is for drunk people who don't overthink things. So guess what? There is a plethora of that here. A friend of mine is losing his hair, but then he started Keeps, and I'm telling you, he's had great success. Keeps is great. It offers a simple, affordable, stress-free way to keep your hair via convenient virtual doctors, consultations, and medications delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You don't have to leave your home. 24/7 care and support. They have a network of great medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. This is very low cost, okay? I'm telling you, 2 out of 3 men are going to experience some form of male pattern baldness in their lifetime. You want to get ahead of that. And the only way to really get ahead of it without wigs and dyes and all that crazy stuff is to keep the hair that you have on your head right now. So you have to start. And Keeps takes these FDA-approved ingredients and offers you the generic. So you save a lot of money. Prevention is key here. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast. When it comes to your hair, save more, spend less. If you are ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Tim Dillon to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/Tim Dillon to get your first month free. keeps.com/Tim Dillon.
And we know plenty of people that have used this and it works.
Oh, this is a ton of our friends are bald, and it is really working for them.
Yeah.
I love Raycon earbuds. They are so much cheaper than the earbuds that you know what we're talking about that everybody else has. They are a must-have, okay? They are great. If you're multitasking and you want to keep your hands free with Raycons, people can stay entertained listening to their favorite podcast music. They can take phone calls with vivid voice technology, all hands free. Okay, they come in a bunch of fun color options. You can find mom something that suits her personality and style. What a great Mother's Day gift. For a mom on the go, Raycons offers 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life with their complicated portable charging case. They are priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews, perfectly fitting for a 5-star mom. I'm telling you, I love my mother, and I'm going to buy her Raycon earbuds so she can hear crystal clear my phone calls with her when I call her. She loves music, she loves podcasts, and she can enjoy all of that for 8 hours at a time with Raycon. I'm telling you, they are a great supporter of the Tim Dillon Show. So go to buyraycon.com/Tim to get 15% off your Mother's Day order. That's buyraycon.com/Tim to get 15% off your Mother's Day order. That's buyraycon.com/Tim. I use these headphones. I love them. They're much better than the alternative. They are inexpensive, and they're better quality. I said to myself, we are in Australia. Let's go see a part of it for a few days before we leave. I did a cursory amount of research, not a lot, and I booked myself, the perpetually ungrateful Benjamin, and the always grateful and lovely Sam Talent, a room, the finest room at the, and I don't want to hurt anyone's business here, but the Silky Oaks Lodge in the Daintree Rainforest. Okay? We got the Pavilion Suite, which is, I believe, $7,000 a night Australian, maybe $5,000 or $5,300 a night American. Okay? 3 nights, a $15,000 commitment. The room is nice. We're in the rainforest. It has a private pool. I have no beef with the room. But let's talk a little bit about the staff. I want to mention a woman named Lauren first, because I want to say to the people that this will eventually get to the people at the Silky Forest shed, and they will hear this. And they will hear it because someone will tell them. It may be tomorrow. It may be in 3 months. Someone will go, remember the fat guy? Well, he talked about us on this thing.
They could also be listening to it right now because their dorms are behind us.
Well, good. But they'll be like, remember him? He's got a podcast. And then they're going to go, what's a podcast? And they go, well, it's like radio, but on a computer. What's a computer? It's where you get to porn. And I want to single out this woman, who is a lovely woman. She is a waitress. She's coming up here, and she was phenomenal. The only reason I am not burning this place down is because of this woman, who I thought did a phenomenal job serving some of the worst food I've had in my life. Trying to put a happy face. And you know, bless these people here. They're children of God. But they just, you know, they say it's gourmet and it's fine dining. I mean, it's a nightmare. There is no reason for the food to be as bad as it is. They don't have any room service. You can't get any room service. You got to go to the goddamn lodge. The other problem is there are activities in this area that will all kill you. There are jellyfish the size of a penny that can kill you. There are large jellyfish. There are saltwater crocodiles. There are sharks. There is the Glimpy Glimpy, a tree that if you brush into it sends shards of glass through your system. There are platypuses. Everything can kill you. And, of course, they all encourage you to do these activities. And as soon as you Google them, you realize how deadly they are. But these people, obviously, the tourism industry will not survive here. The small tourism industry that there is. I mean, people want to snorkel the Great Barrier Reef, which I wanted to do. But I realized it's not worth dying for because the reef is like half bleached anyway. That shit's over. And they give you these stinger suits. We talked about it on the Patreon. Being a bigger person and trying to like squeeze into a stinger suit, it's like, just let me die. And these stinger suits are supposed to protect you from the jellyfish, but a lot of them don't even do that. But, you know, because of the tourism industry, they just, you know, people die here and people get hospitalized pretty frequently, but they just kind of ignore it. And they go, hey, it is what it is. I get it. I understand. It's like certain, you know, if you go into Chicago and you go, hey, is it safe? They go, yeah, it's great. Come on in. Sure, you could be walking down the Miracle Mile and you could get descended upon by a gang of teenagers that beats the living shit out of you in front of your wife, completely emasculates you. But they're not going to tell you that if you call the peninsula. And this ain't the peninsula. But my point is that mum's the word on the deaths. Here. Can you bring up the article about the zip line, Ben?
Yeah, I got it right here. So, widow sues Daintree zipline company engineers for millions after husband falls to death. This is September of 2021. So, the wife of a man who died after plunging from a zip line in far north Queensland has launched a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against those she holds responsible. Adelaide father of three, Dean Sanderson, 50, died after the zip line he was attached to failed while high above the Daintree rainforest in October of 2019. His wife, Shannon, who was in a separate harness but launched at the same time, also fell approximately 10 meters at the jungle surfing canopy tours and survived despite serious injuries.
Now, I read another article about this, and the people that were on the zip line said it was crazy because the zip line went out, and then there was just this sound of the zip line coming back without a person.
Oh, God.
And then they just heard the wife, and they said it was a blood-curdling scream. She's laying on the floor of the jungle going, ah!
Yeah, it says the twang when the zip line came back up made an awful noise. Then there was just silence for what seemed like forever. And
well, you know who's responsible for that, truly? If you think about it.
Who?
Brendan Schaub. What I'm saying here is that it's a deadly environment. We went to one of the most remote locations in the world, Cape Tribulation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as Ben said in one of his rare, lucid, and meaningful thoughts, that it was, what did you say, Ben? Like a beach from Robinson Crusoe, like the idyllic image of a
I said
beach?
it's a platonic ideal of a beach. Like it could only exist inside your own mind, and then you step into it. It's such a surreal experience.
It is
It's
surreal.
like-
It is surreal. You're welcome.
It's so beautiful you can't see it.
Yes, it is surreal. You're welcome. Now, you also saw one of the little animals you like today, a patamelon.
They changed the pronunciation of it. Maybe it's a putamelon.
And you also saw, what do you call it? The
echidna.
The porcupine.
An
An
echidna. It's
Yeah.
basically a porcupine, yeah.
But it lays eggs.
And
It's
it has
an
a-
animal that lays eggs.
And as
Do
a,
I ever get tired from making people's dreams come true? Fair question. The answer is no. I'm indefatigable. But this beach, you can't swim because there's crocs and jellies and they'll kill you. And at night, there's wild boar. And then if you make it through all of that, there are grifters living in the woods. I don't mean grifters in the sense that they have shows on the Daily Wire. I mean like they're people that live in tents in the woods that will kill you if the flora and the fauna and everything else doesn't kill you.
Yeah, last chance hobos.
Last chance of us. So, but it is stunningly beautiful, land before time, prehistoric shit. There's crocodile-infested rivers. It is cool to be in a place that is deadly. That being said, to do any of these things, I love freedom, and I hate rules. And we are in a nanny state. And that is baked into the bones of every human being that walks this continent. They like rules, and they want everything to be done for them. They like things planned for them. They like knowing when they should eat, how they should eat, where they should go, what's the approved boat, the approved tour. We left a tour. We walked off a tour because we were driven to, and now, by the way, they like to book everything through this resort. They want to book it. They want to get the kickbacks, okay? So as soon as you walk in, first of all, as soon as you walk in, they start asking you what your flight number is when you're leaving so that they can get transportation because this is remote as fuck. We tried to get a car into town to get Ben a cigar. You can't even get a car into town. So as soon as you walk in here, they're like, here's the plan. Here's breakfast, here's lunch, here's dinner, here's the tour you're going to go on. And I'm like, hey, man, and when are you leaving? And I'm like, hey, slow the fuck down here. I just like freedom. I like to relax. There's nothing relaxing about rules. There's no in-room dining. You can't just go, yeah, I'm just chilling. Maybe I'll order a burger to the room. There's none of that. There's you show up for a formal dinner of shit food. And everybody who's in this area is running from something. And this is, we bribed the local woman who didn't have a driver's license to drive us around. Lovely woman named, what's her name?
Zona.
And she was a lovely woman. And she told us that people are running. They owe their wives money. They're on the run from the law. And you see it in the waitresses, the faces here, outside of Lauren. many of them are human trafficking victims, and they've trafficked themselves to the far north reaches of Queensland, Australia, so that they can serve gruel to these morons who buy, this fucking jungle experience or whatever the hell this thing is. It's not even, the wildlife here, you barely see it, and if you see it, you're dead. Nature really is kind of fake when you think about it. Like, you rarely see it, So the whole thing from stem to stern, unenjoyable. And the faces on these miserable people that for whatever reason have been exiled from society and are forced to get your flight number. What do you want, the tail number of the jet? Like, they're so in your business. So we went out with this local lovely woman, and she took us around. And we come back in, and one of these squawking birds was like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "What are you, my mother? What do you mean, where have I been, you bird? I've been where I want to be. It's a fucking vacation." But they're criminals. Mm-hmm. They call them crims. And what that means is that if you give the people on this continent even the most cursory amount of freedom, they remember that their lineage is, as you brilliantly said, horse thieves,
Pig fuckers,
yeah. Farmers, sheep thieves. These are criminals. They cannot be allotted any freedom. Even when you go on a vacation, there's no freedom. None. It is a prison colony, and this resort is a prison. I have been in a prison. It is not at all what you would consider luxurious. It is a prison.
It's a gilded cage.
It's a gilded cage where they are in your business and they're in your face, and all they want to know is what you're doing, who you're doing it with, how it was. All they try to do is get in your fucking business. Well, I don't want a mommy and a daddy. I just want you to be, and they said leave a comment card. I'm writing on the comment card, "Hey, I have one of the top podcasts in America. You can listen to my review of your resort if you can get Wi-Fi," which is horrible here. Am I wrong about this, Sam? I mean, you're here. Am I overstating it?
I mean, you lend yourself to comedic hyperbole typically, but
Yes.
no. This is valid and justified. They've been keeping tabs on us when you're paying $15,000 for 3 days to be here.
Yeah.
They're all over us. The woman who's been serving us food before we got Lauren was dead-eyed, bleached out.
Well, it's Sticky Fingers Karen.
Well, that's not even Karen. I'm talking about the gaunt woman who wouldn't make eye contact and flinched whenever we picked
we
up a
like
fork.
Karen.
Karen's fine.
She was lovely, but I believe she's probably here because she had a little problem with the credit cards.
Oh, yeah.
And she liked to get credit cards that weren't her own.
Mm-mm.
You can see in their eyes that they're thieves, criminals. You can see the lineage in their eyes.
But they're not clever enough to pull off any grand schemes or heists, so now they're here not getting tipped.
And we had to walk off a tour because we had this guy, and he started the tour, but we go to some little, like, rec center, okay? And he's like, "You see, this is what governments can do when they really put their mind to it. We've treated the indigenous people very poorly, but now we've got this rec center for them." And then he's like, "There's a lot more white trash than black trash in Australia." He
said
goes, "I
black
don't know about
trash.
America. I don't know if you have racial problems over there." It's like, of course we do, and you do know that, sir. Yeah. As limited as you are, you do know that we have racial problems. And why are we talking about genocide at 8 a.m.? Right. Just show me a patamelon?
A patamelon.
Just show me a patamelon, the large rat. I don't want to hear about the genocide. It's 8 in the fucking morning.
We hadn't had coffee yet.
Yeah, we haven't had coffee. I don't want to do the displacement of an entire group of people. Then he goes, "There's going to be an indigenous ceremony." I'm like, "Wait a minute. What? Why are we a part of it with 3 white dudes? What are you talking about?" And then Zona, she told us, she's like, "Yeah, it's just like a smoke ceremony." And it's like, so it's a bullshit ceremony they make like indigenous people do. And like all these white fucking tourists come in here and just have to like stand there. I'm like, "Hey man, I don't need them dancing and putting on a show for me. If they want to do like a cool indigenous ceremony, or if they want to address the Brendan Shaw, Bobby Lee issue, and they want to like somehow heal the comedy community with communing with the spirit, that's fine. but I don't need some type of show. So we had to leave the tour. And you knew it was happening as soon as we got on this bus with other people.
As soon as the doors opened, I saw there was other people in there wearing shorts and safari hats, and I was like counting down in my head. So how long will we make it on this? First stop, second stop, and then as soon as I shut the door, I felt the group chat buzz in my pocket, and I knew we were getting off immediately.
Because I number one, I wanted a private tour. I'm not trying to be on there with other idiots that got duped into this.
Right.
Number two,
they were the Australian Disney couples. They were sexless people.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they were sexless, and it was worse than that. It was that they really wanted to learn something, but they didn't, but they did. I hate people that want to go on a vacation. It's like, read a goddamn book. What are you going to learn in 8 minutes? What are you going to learn on a half a day tour about what really happened here? Like, can you stop? I hate, and like when this guy, this moron, Mick, God, I hope he hears this. When he talked, the people in the bus were like, they had stern faces, and they were like nodding, and it was very grave, and they were like, we're taking it seriously. We understand how hard it's been. And I'm like, you know what, man, this is just not my vibe. So we had to peace out. I'm like, sorry, sir. We're supposed to be at the Great Barrier Reef smoking cigarettes.
It was a very solemn affair, but he was also doing his shticky tour bus driver jokes.
Ugh. It's the worst. I was a tour guide. Tour guides are damned people. They're damned. They're forced to be a visitor in the place that they live constantly. It's a constant Groundhog Day movie where every day is the same. The people come and go. Tour guides are forced to be spectators. They are damned. I was one of them, but I was doing comedy at night. So I know what it's like. And that hacky shtick they all do was it's so sad. When a tour guide throws out a joke that bombs, you wish for his own sake that he just blows his brains out in front of you. You want to see brain matter splatter on the windshield of that van after one of those hacky jokes doesn't land. Because it's so sad when they do that. And then he tries to sound morally superior.
Yeah, that's the issue, is when he's like, we was a genocide and we stole the babies and fed them to dingoes.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo, don't ask me about it.
And now we have a community center.
Yeah.
It's a community center. I mean, Ben, what are your...
So